What's up, everybody? It's Kellen here from Start Your Systems, and welcome to another edition of Track Walk in MX Simulator. Today, I am playing the Highside SX facility compound, I guess it would be called. It's basically just called the Highside SX facility by Mr. Cody Darr on the forums. He's been around forever, and he's actually a pretty good friend of mine. He has been on the SYS racing team for the last couple of years. Hasn't done much racing, but when he tries to show up, it's good to see him. And he usually makes like at least 3 or 4 tracks a year. I think that this is maybe the second one he's put out this year, so slacking behind just maybe a little bit, but you know, what else is new? Just gotta keep striving on, I guess. But this track is pretty fun. It is a remake, I guess you would call it, of his original Highside SX facility track, which is, I guess it must be a couple years old now. I thought it was still fairly recent that he had released that, but I think it's a couple years old. And I've actually reviewed a couple of his tracks before. The one that probably sticks out in the mind of most people is I did High School SX, and that was one of his tracks. Anyway, I think what Darr does the best of track creators that I don't see necessarily tackling this scale, because it's a smaller scale, like everything's a little bit more tighter, condensed. You can usually send sections a little bit farther. I think what he does well is make it so that it's not like too unrealistic, some of the sections that you're able to do. You're definitely able to like send 5 or 6 jumps in a row in a couple spots on this track, but it's not the easiest thing to do, and like to actually get the jump before it smoothly to do it is also pretty tough. So I think he works the scale in pretty well with like keeping everything pretty tight and not like overdoing it or anything crazy like that. But yeah, other than that, I think the track is pretty straightforward. I like the rhythm sections. He's done a really good job at making several options in each section. If you're trying to hot lap this thing, I could pretty easily see like one line developing, I guess would be the right term, that like it would just kind of break down into one line that everybody would be hitting fast. So like race-wise, this track would break down to be pretty simple, but as just like a standalone track that you're gonna play with your friends and, you know, hop on a server every now and then and play it, it's a good track. Like it's challenging, it's unique. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do this right here with the track, where like it jumps back and forth across the track twice. So that's pretty cool. But just in general, like it's a little bit longer than like a standard Supercross track. I've done a 110, but I feel like if I was really putting a good lap together, I could get into like the 105s. I really like what he did with that triple right there. In fact, I'm gonna roll back over there since I crashed to show it off a little bit more. If you rail around the outside, and I think it's pretty impossible to get to it from the inside, but if you rail around the outside, you're still technically on the track, and you can like low line scrub the triple right here, which I don't know how many of you guys like pay attention to test tracks or just like private tracks that these pro riders have, but like all of them, and it doesn't ever make sense to me because it never happens in real life, but all of them have like the finish line jump, or like even Supercross triples, where they can like basically stay a good 5 to 10 feet lower on the jump because the takeoff is so much like more skimmed out or like lowered. And I've never seen that on a real Supercross triple before, so I can tell you that it's pretty dumb of them to practice that. Like, I guess, yeah, hindsight, you know, you can really see how that like teaches them how to like, I don't know, like maybe find lower spots on the jump so you can scrub them better or whatever. Either way, like, it's cool that Darr took the time and effort to find a little like extra niche to add to this track, because, you know, it's just a Supercross triple. Otherwise it'd be fun to throw whips on, and like I'll go inside this time. You can see that it's kind of fun to like try to tuck into this inside rut and then sit down on the way out. You can still throw a little bit of a whipper tail. Like it would be fine without it, but just to add like a little extra something like that is cool, I think, at least. Ah, man, I've been able to jump onto that table and then triple out of the section once. Can't seem to do it now. But yeah, fun track. Decal-wise, maybe not the best, but you know, it's kind of like supposed to have this like deserty feel to it. Like I can't really imagine of an environment that's similar to this, where like there's a. No, actually I can. The high desert in Southern California has landscape pretty similar to this, and it also has like some very up and down terrain on occasion. So it's like kind of weird that it's a desert, but. I guess what this most similarly matches, to my opinion. I don't know, just kind of spewing off random things here now. All right, let's try to find a couple different lines to hit on this track. I've hit most of the same lines over and over again. There's also another Supercross track on it, which is why I mentioned it's like kind of a compound at the beginning of this video. So I'll go up to that one in just a second, but let's just let's hit a couple different lines to begin with. So I'm gonna swing wide and hit that low line that I'm talking about. And then I'm gonna go inside in the rhythm section and then just try to do something different. Like, look at how much lower to the ground I stay. So you can like roll this and then triple in. And I think you could probably triple again, but I just made an absolute mess of this whole section. And then you can also go outside right here. And I'm pretty sure it's meant to like pop you up here and then triple onto the table, but it's a huck. Like on a 450, it's pretty hard to get. On a 250F, I'm sure that you probably still could get it, but you have to just be like perfectly precise through the corner before. And then every other section on the track is pretty standard. Like you can probably come out of this corner and like double in instead of triple in, which is what I've been doing, and then like triple again and then tuck to the inside here. You can also go outside in this corner right here and then kind of send it into these rollers, like triple in, I guess. You could go inside here and not go to the outside and triple, so you roll double. And then you've seen me like quad from the inside here, but I don't think that's what we meant to like do. I think it's more of like you can triple single or double the inside or go to the outside and triple. So it's got a lot of options, and that's kind of what I like about any Supercross track that I play. But enough about this track. Let's move on to the next little track while I'm about halfway through this video. Maybe we can come back down to that other track in a moment. But up here, he's got a little plateau area. And then a little quick start right here. It actually comes with timing gates, but I'm not going to load a new track just to play it. Turns around in the middle of the finish line jump, and then it's honestly it's almost like an extended arena cross track. It's pretty small, but he calls it mini SX, or he did at least in the old track. This one is obviously not giant, so it probably could bear the same name as the old track. But it's still fun nonetheless. Like it's a cool little addition, like an up top compound. It's actually making me really want to try to throw a big transfer down the hill, or maybe even up the hill. Anyway, like I said, pretty straightforward. That's the end of the first lap. Probably about a 30-second lap time if I could guess, maybe a little less. And most of the lines are pretty much the same as well. I like that he created options in the two rhythms that exist on this track. Like you could even just double this instead of triple single, and it's not terribly slower. You could go outside here. I think you can triple in. Oh, it's a big huck, but I think you can do it. You can also double in and then 3-3, or you could go inside, roll, and then I think you go 2-3-2. You go outside and triple in. I don't know what the heck you could do. You might be able to bust a quad in there and then single into the corner. And then even this corner, look at this, 3 different ruts right here. They all hold you pretty well. Shoots you into this jump real nice. Then this one you could go inside rolls, table over single. You could go outside triple on off quad, inside on off, and then on off again. Just a lot of different options. Again, that's part of what's nice about playing some of these tracks is finding different options. I really want to triple into this section though now that I've brought it up. There it is. And quad maybe? Yeah, I thought so. So that's an option too. Just trying to find different things to do here. And then yeah, these ruts are pretty cool. That one lost front end coming in. So you can, like I said, you can land this. And then I think like the other option, I went on off, but I think you can also table over single and then triple on off. So just again, changing things up a little bit here. Oh, I want to send a big old transfer somewhere. I just don't think I'd land it all the way down there. It's intriguing me though. Is there anything big enough to possibly land on down there? Or this is gonna be giant. Oh, yeah. I don't think I'll be able to make this work, but I'm gonna try it. I am going to come over here. Then we'll turn around right here. Gotta hope that this tough block at the end of this doesn't have major collisions either. Oh my, that kind of worked. That was actually huge, way bigger than I expected it to be. I want to try that again and maybe try to get to that berm though. Yeah, that was gonna be a crash all the way. That was pretty cool. I'm impressed with myself. Just occasionally I will kind of blow my own mind doing something in this game. And I just did it. I don't know how the heck I spotted something like that, but that's a huck. Let's try it again. Yeah, hit the tough block. You kind of have to like right at the end almost double into the corner to pop up here. I can't believe I hit it the first try. There's no way I'm gonna hit this again. Now I'm triple falling off here. Okay. One more try at this, and then I'll ride a few more laps on this track that I'm doing backward laps on right now. All right, one more shebang here. Ah! It's like I'm overthinking it now. Like the first time I was like, I'll just try it. Let's try to weave through here, and then I just full send. But now I'm like, I can't get it. Hello, rock that has no collisions. I am inside of a rock. If I was playing hide and seek, nobody could see me right now. All right, one last attempt. I promise this is gonna be the last one. I just want to see if I can do it one more time. Oh my, but yeah, I was upside down. That's pretty sick though. Like if you can get by that tough block, you can totally just pop right up to this plateau. I think that's pretty cool. Like it's a nice added feature. Wonder if I could even do something crazy. Nah, I don't think I can. I'll try. I was thinking more of like just kind of popping up here and then using this to drop down to that berm, but it's too far. Yeah. I'm just looking for stupid stuff to do. Nah, I'm gonna keep riding the track. That transfer was way too big to not just like be happy with. If it was like kind of small and I was like, nah, I want to find something cooler, but that was pretty sick. So one more lap on this track, I'll give it a whirl and wrap up the video. But yeah, please feel free, download this track in the description below. You always can do that with these videos. It'll be in the description kindly there for you. Yeah, Cody Darr, cool guy. I just went to his wedding like it was like almost 3 or 4 months ago now. It must have been, yeah, like 3 months ago. That's crazy. Time flies. But yeah, happy for him to be married now. It was an awesome wedding. My fiance and I did some sweet line dancing to Cotton Eye Joe, and it's a good time. Moonshine, everything. It's a good wedding. It's a good track. It's a good guy. Maybe this is a good video. Probably not, but you know, there's always hope. Almost got that triple off. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, as I hope you guys enjoyed just any video you watch on this channel. If you do, feel free to like it. If you don't, I mean, the dislike button is there too, but I mean, it's pretty much the worst thing ever. So if you touch it, you know, you're probably gonna get, you know, hit in the face straight out of the computer monitor or something like that. Anyway, see you guys in the future videos, but for now, I'm Kellen from Start Your Systems, and I'll see you guys in the next one.